Hello. I was just sitting here between painting sessions because this is what I do when I'm kind of tired or need a little break. Sit down and watch YouTube or sketch or I don't know, look at photos. Anyway, as I was sitting here, I was actually looking around the studio, thinking about my plans to expand the studio, and figured I might as well share what I'm thinking. I can't remember if I've shared with you the kind of master plan for the studio. I want to keep this pretty short, but just as a review in case you don't know, my plan is to, well, I'll show you just the dirty ground floor of my studio here. It's actually quite large. It's over 1,000 square feet, but it's not well utilized space because I kind of spread out as I paint. And I've got many hundreds of paintings around here. And I don't have a lot of storage space. When we bought this house 10 years ago, it didn't have storage space then, and it doesn't have much now. It's and that includes the studio portion of the house. Anyway, quick review is that this ceiling, which is over 1,000 square feet, is going to be vaulted in this first 12 feet or so. And then beyond this, on to the back, and even into this extra, kind of storage area there. I call it storage, but it actually is just a throughway to another room. But we, I know that sounds like a contradiction. I said I don't have any storage, but we're actually using that partially as family storage now. So it kind of, there's not enough room to put things. We'll put it that way. And there's kind of some spillover from our family stuff and the art stuff. It's kind of a big mess. We just need more space. So the plan is we're going to raise that part. That won't give us any extra floor space, but beyond that, from here on back, all the way back there, I'm gonna add a second floor. I've been saving up money, saving up wood. Got some of the wood here in the studio. These 2x10s, they run from here all the way across to the back of the studio. 16 or 20 feet long, can't remember which. And some 8 and 10 and 12 footers. And anyway, these are all for covering that area up there. Just basically spanning one load-bearing wall to the next, and then we're going to have to actually put in a big, huge beam running all the way across the room here. It'll come down 14 inches, and then we'll be able to span double, all the way across with those solid wood pieces there. And I've got all the plywood and OSB saved up out in the shed, a pile probably a little bit taller than me. And all that's left to do now is just do it. But here in the middle of winter, it's a little bit hard to decide to get into a project like that. I don't want to be opened up here to the elements and then have it snow or rain. And but I am thinking more about it, especially with the warmer weather that we've had this month. Extraordinarily warm for us in Idaho. It's just got me thinking about it, kind of excited about it. There is some stuff I could do. For example, I could carefully and one at a time, and obviously by myself, because I tend to do everything by myself. But I get my teenage boys to help me. But I'd one at a time go up into this, what is now just attic space, through a little, I've done it before, right up through that little tiny vent right there. And, or not vent, what is it, access panel. I could get up there, bring one of those 10 or 12 footers up there with me, carefully put it into position, nail it in, and as I get a whole section finished, I could then wall it off in the attic portion up there and insulate it and then get that part usable. That'd be really fun. It wouldn't be extremely useful to have just one little portion, so basically an upper story hallway is what that would be, but that would make me one step closer, maybe several weeks closer to getting this whole project done. So maybe I'll do that. Anyway, just kind of thinking out loud as I go along here, thinking about which steps I need to do first, how much I'll displace myself and my wife. Laura Jean, my wife, has her studio on the other side of this little divider wall. So that'll add a lot of space for both of us, just to store finished works, finished paintings for me, finished sculptures and paintings for her. Have a nice little area for our kids to play and do gaming and just in general be with us while we're back here in the studio. We'd love to have couches set up back here, whereas right now I have the 3D printer and a bunch of paintings and that construction wood, which probably should be in the barn, but it's in here so that it stays nice and straight. Anyway, just thinking, dreaming. I have a nice big studio. I'm very happy that it's big. I used to work in a much smaller studio, and I did just fine there. And it's really easy to spread out when I have a bigger studio now. But it'll be fun to have a bigger studio, and it'll be more convenient, and it'll be nice. And it'll fulfill some of our goals. The most important of which is to be able to be productive while we're also sharing time with our children. One of my sons has been really getting into oil painting lately, and he's been hanging out in here. We kind of made use of this little drying rack, just painting drying rack, and now he uses that as his easel, so he can be right next to me and ask questions, and it's been really fun. But if we had space to spread out, it'd be nicer. Anyway, that's not to say I'm not grateful for what I have. I really am, and I could do just fine with less, but we've been saving up, and I think we're about ready to be able to do that. But that's it. Just quick thought, and I'll be painting again, and I'll show off some of the other types of art I'll be doing. I'm going to talk about marketing and niching down versus opening up. So stay tuned for those, and if you think of anything in the meantime, let me know, and I'll be glad to talk about those things. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching my videos. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.